Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I've got a Seiko SRPB63J version here. This is kind of a lesser known presage model, an aviation style piece that I think is really cool. Viewer of the channel lent in, so big shout out to Logan for lending in this really interesting watch. I mean, Seiko, they're really well known for a few models, and you know, they get nicknames, they're really popular. And then occasionally they come out with stuff that kind of flies under the radar and isn't as well known. And I think this is one of them. This is one of those really interesting pieces that I haven't seen a lot of fanfare on online. But you can see it's very nicely executed. We've got kind of this champagne ivory dial with the sunburst pattern emanating from the center of that hand stack, sword hands. And then we've got the markers that are dimensional. They're done in black, which I think looks really sweet. And then you have that aviation cockpit design for the Arabic numerals and markers. Seiko, in my opinion, I mean, they've kind of proved this many times to me, but they do a fantastic job with their dial work. I mean, they can do some really mesmerizing dials. This one, although it's more simple, I think it's still very sharp and very well done. I'm going to show you this on my 7.25 inch wrist so you guys can see how it wears. It's a little over 41 millimeters in size, so it's a modern sports size. It's just under 12 millimeters in height, so it sits very well on the wrist, and there's kind of an interesting form to the case. It's a little flared near the bottom of the case, and I think it looks really good. Here's the case back. We have an exhibition style case back, hardlex crystal showing off that 4R35 in-house automatic movement, gold tone rotor. You know, it's kind of cool to see. The top is sapphire, the case back is hardlex, and you know, I think this represents a pretty decent value. So you can find these, at least right now as the time of this video, for around $300. They're kind of drying up. I think there's mainly only Italian sellers right now. But you know, for under $300, for around $300, sapphire crystal, beautiful dial, kind of under the radar aviation piece, I think, you know, it's pretty cool. So if you like this one, I think it's a decent value. It's coming in from the Presage family, and it's just, you know, it's just a really sharp one on the wrist. So my only real criticism of this piece is just the crown. If you look at the crown at the 3 o'clock position, there's kind of a gap between the case and the crown, as you can see there. It is not a screw-in crown. It does have 100 meters of water resistance, but I would have preferred that crown to be a little bit more flush to the case. If Seiko did want to kind of pronounce it, I would accentuate that crown even more with, you know, a cupcake style or an onion style in form, maybe sign it. But really, it's kind of subjective. It's a little nitpicky. Overall, I think this is a pretty sweet watch. Some will complain of the size, but remember, this is an aviation piece. It's not meant to be dainty, and I think it wears very well on the wrist, as you can see. So I don't consider that a criticism, just from my perspective. But oh yeah, and one more, the strap. This comes on a brown leather strap, padded, lined. And I find myself saying this a lot with Seiko, but the strap is crap. You do need to upgrade, I think, to really enhance the experience of wearing this watch. So I'll show it to you on this Horween Shell Cordovan that I really like. I like the black. I think it brings out the black on the dial a little bit more than the brown, and I think complements that ivory tone, that sunburst dial, to a very nice degree. So I'd recommend, you know, a black leather, possibly Milanese mesh. I think that could look really sharp too. But you know, that's kind of the thing with Seiko. You need to upgrade their straps in most cases, and I think that this unfortunately follows suit. So anyways, guys, big shout out to Logan for lending this in. This is a beautiful watch. I'm really appreciative of your kindness and letting me share this with everybody. So thanks to Logan. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Reach out to me, and I'll catch you in the next video.